Studies show that people who meditate regularly in a dedicated space are nearly 3 times more likely to maintain a consistent practice than those who meditate anywhere and everywhere. 3 times. And the reason comes down to something most meditation teachers never actually explain to you. Welcome to Sleep Wave. In the next 10 minutes, you are going to discover exactly what makes a meditation space work on a neurological level, why the location inside your home matters far more than the decoration, and the single most counterintuitive insight about creating stillness that almost nobody in the wellness space is willing to admit. We will cover everything from the science of environmental cues to the specific sensory elements that prime your nervous system for depth. Stay with us all the way through because the final insight will genuinely change how you think about this. Let us start with a little history. Human beings have been creating intentional spaces for contemplative practice for at least 5,000 years. Ancient Hindu temples were designed with specific acoustic properties to induce altered states. Buddhist monasteries positioned meditation halls to face east, toward the rising sun, as a deliberate signal to the body that morning stillness was beginning. Sufi lodges in medieval Persia used geometric tilework to give wandering eyes a focal point that quieted internal chatter. Even before organized religion, Neolithic burial chambers like Newgrange in Ireland appear to have been used for ritualistic stillness and reflection. The architecture itself was the practice. This is not ancient superstition. This is environmental design working on the human nervous system. And modern neuroscience is finally catching up to what those ancient builders already understood intuitively. Here is what the research tells us. Your brain operates heavily on contextual cues. When you enter a space repeatedly for a specific purpose, your nervous system begins to anticipate that purpose before you have done a single thing. This is called context-dependent memory, and it is the same reason you feel sleepy when you lie in bed, hungry when you smell a restaurant, or focused when you sit at your work desk. A dedicated meditation space trains your brain to begin downshifting the moment you enter it. The prefrontal cortex starts to quiet. Cortisol levels begin to drop. Heart rate variability shifts toward a more parasympathetic state. This happens automatically. This happens because you built the association deliberately and consistently. That is the entire game. So how do you actually build this space? Let us get specific. The first decision is location, and this matters more than anything you will buy or arrange. You want a corner, a room, or even a large closet that is not used for any other major purpose. Multi-purpose spaces work against you. If you meditate in your home office, your brain associates that location with deadlines and emails. If you meditate on your bed, your brain associates it with sleep or scrolling. Ideally, you choose a spot that carries no strong existing emotional charge. A rarely used guest room corner, a section of a garage you have cleaned out, or even a large bathroom used only by you are all genuinely viable options. Do not let the perfect location stop you from starting. A 6-foot corner of a room can be enough. But here is what nobody talks about. The walls around that corner matter. Research in environmental psychology shows that visual boundaries, even implied ones created by a rug, a curtain, or a shift in lighting, signal the brain that a territory has changed. This is why meditating on a specific mat consistently is not just a Zen cliché. It is neurological programming. The moment your feet touch that mat, your nervous system receives a signal. This is where we slow down. This is what we do here. Over weeks and months, that signal becomes incredibly powerful. Now let us talk about the sensory environment in detail. Sound is the most underestimated element. Most people think about scent candles and cushions, but sound does the heaviest lifting. A space with hard floors, bare walls, and high ceilings creates a reverberant environment that amplifies every external distraction. Soft furnishings, rugs, fabric wall hangings, and even a few stacked floor cushions absorb ambient noise and create a cocoon effect. If external noise is unavoidable, a white noise machine or a simple desktop fan creates what acoustic engineers call a masking signal. This does not eliminate noise. It creates a consistent sonic backdrop that your brain quickly filters out, leaving you with something closer to true quiet than silence itself would provide in a noisy environment. Lighting is the second major sensory lever. Bright overhead lighting activates alertness and is physiologically the opposite of what you want. Warm, low lighting, ideally positioned at or below eye level when you are seated, communicates safety and rest to your nervous system. Salt lamps have become popular for a reason beyond aesthetics. Their warm amber glow sits in the color temperature range that mimics firelight, which evolutionary biology tells us is one of the most deeply calming visual inputs a human can receive. Candles accomplish the same thing and have the added advantage of providing a gentle focal point for open-eye meditation practices. Scent is the third lever, and it is the most direct pathway to the limbic system, which governs emotion and memory. This is why a single smell can transport you decades into the past in an instant. For your meditation space, you want a scent that you use only there. Lavender, sandalwood, frankincense, or cedarwood are all associated in the literature with reduced anxiety and slowed respiration. The key is exclusivity. If you use lavender everywhere in your home, it loses its contextual power for your practice. Reserve one scent for one space and your brain will begin to pair that aroma with the meditative state over time. Temperature deserves a brief mention. Research from sleep science, which overlaps significantly with meditation science, shows that a slightly cool environment, somewhere between 65 and 68 degrees Fahrenheit, reduces core body temperature slightly and promotes a deeper parasympathetic response. Many practitioners report that a light blanket in a cool room creates an almost immediate sense of safety and relaxation. This combination of mild physical chill and cozy covering mirrors the physiological conditions your body associates with deep rest. Now for the counterintuitive insight we teased at the beginning. Most people, when they set up a meditation space, focus almost entirely on what to add. The cushion, the crystals, the diffuser, the artwork. But the research and the wisdom traditions both point to subtraction as the more powerful force. A decluttered, visually simple space reduces what cognitive scientists call attentional capture. Every object in your field of vision competes for processing bandwidth in your brain. A minimally furnished space with clean lines and few objects asks almost nothing of your cognitive system, making it dramatically easier to turn awareness inward. The most powerful meditation spaces in the world, from Zen monasteries to Quaker meeting houses, are startlingly bare. This is not poverty of design. This is precision. Start with less than you think you need. One cushion or chair. One soft light source. One scent. One meaningful object, if you want one, that carries personal significance without demanding interpretation. Build from stillness outward rather than decoration inward. You will feel the difference within your first week. The final layer of creating this space is ritual, and ritual is what transforms a physical environment into a living practice. A short entry ritual, even something as simple as removing your shoes, lighting your candle, taking 3 slow breaths before sitting, tells your brain that the transition has happened. You are no longer in the world of tasks and noise. You have arrived somewhere else. These small, consistent actions are not ceremony for ceremony's sake. They are neurological on-ramps that accelerate your entry into a meditative state. Over time, the ritual itself becomes the meditation. The arrival becomes the practice. Your meditation space does not need to be expensive or large or visually impressive. It needs to be consistent, sensory-rich in a quiet way, and protected from the associations that pull you back into productivity and distraction. Give it time. Use it daily, even for 5 minutes. The space will begin to work for you before you even close your eyes. Before you go, if you learned something valuable today, hit that like button right now. Subscribe to Sleep Wave for a brand new video every single day. We will see you in the next one.